Good day, collective. Good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time you may come across this here reading. I am Sherelle, your typical healer, here to give you a message from the Most High God, Spirit, and Natural Team. I hope you all are doing well. I ask that you please cleanse your energy and space, okay, so that you are able to receive the message that is meant to be received. I ask that you please do use the discernment when it comes down to these messages and in these messages and readings. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind for someone else to pick up. Okay, let's tap in and see what is the message Spirit has for us and or the collective today. This wanted to come out. So, protection. And a choice. Self-love. Oh, that's too many, Spirit. Fresh start. Wow. Someone is needing to make a choice on choosing self-love and a fresh start. And they're being protected. And or you are protecting your energy, making a choice to have some sort of self-love to create a fresh start, which is going to bring forth a reward and recognition for someone. What else, Spirit? Wow. We don't have... Wow. Okay, so someone is needing to release attachments and judgment. Okay? So that they are able to make this choice to tap into their self-love for this fresh start and reward and recognition, okay? Bottom of the deck, shame, release, judgment, attachments. It could possibly be this shame, okay, of a burden that someone's been carrying or has carried for too long. It is time to release the guilt you have placed on yourself and start a new chapter in your life. Set a new goal and begin taking action towards happiness. Someone who had to ground themselves, okay? This is somebody's obligation. Somebody's obligated to do this, okay? To find compassion for themselves, which is that self-love, okay? Because they had to pay attention to the signs that someone has been given, because they had to come to some sort of resolution, some sort of solutions, okay, to a situation. Confirmation that has been depleting them, okay? And forgiving themselves, okay? And or someone, okay? This is going to allow you to tap into the self-love energy, forgiving yourself, okay? And because you're being depleted and or was depleted, you had to learn how to love yourself, okay? stepping into your authenticity, okay? Allowing you to break away from some sort of expectations, okay? This is the lesson that you have found to release. So your lesson was to release. It's like 3 releases out here, okay? Not even 4. In shame, we have release. So we have release, we have release, we have release, and we have release. So someone's lesson is to release. Someone's lesson is to take the high road, okay? Not being in the energy of dependency, but being independent, okay? And not self-doubting themselves, and or someone is not in the energy of self-doubt, okay? And or getting out of the energy or releasing the energy of self-doubt, or you have released the energy of self-doubt and you have stepped into your self-love energy, okay? Top of the deck, because you have faith, okay? Because you know you was protected, right? Because you have gained this reflection. Look at this. Look at this. It says you're being asked to reflect on your recent choices. What lessons have they taught you? Reflection is the mirror to your soul's growth. Use it to deepen your understanding and intuition. There you go. Okay? So we have choice twice. So this is the choice that someone had to make and or need to reflect on. But I feel like someone had to make the choice to release some energies so that they can be able to tap into their self-love to move towards this fresh start, which is going to bring forth some sort of reward and recognition. Okay? Break free. Another form of releasing is breaking free. Okay? You're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. We did get authenticity, right? This isn't easy, but it's very necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Be brave, be real, be you, and trust that those who love you will always be there for you. Okay? But the whole message for me was to break free with the release that we'd have gotten so many times. The breaking free is another form of release to transform, okay? With this butterfly here, it's transforming. Detach is another form of releasing, okay? Because you're being asked to detach from something you've been holding on to, okay? That shame that you've been holding on to for far too long, the burden that you've been holding on to for far too long, right? So you had to release that or detach from that. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that your outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. That's the lesson for someone, okay? Someone has to make a choice in how to strategically plan this outcome for themselves. Okay, it says your actions have taken you to a new phase in your spiritual evolution. Now it's time to plan and strategize for new highest possible outcomes, to strategize towards this new fresh start and reward and recognition. Okay, this is someone's spiritual growth because we done got released so many times. We done got detached. We done got reflection. We done got grounding. So this is definitely someone's spiritual evolution, someone's spiritual journey. Okay, towards their inner peace, towards their self-love, towards their fresh start, towards their reward and recognition. Okay. What else, Spirit? Is there anything else you need the collective to know? Is there any closing out messages that you need the collective to know? I did want to make this kind of short. Is there a closing message you need the collective to know? Anything else, Spirit? Discovery. Bottom of the deck, take a chance. It's time to step outside of your comfort zone. The world is waiting for you to take a chance. When you do, it will be rewarded with newfound confidence and enthusiasm and will begin to attract new results. And what did we have? Reward and recognition, right? Fresh start, right? This is what you're going to, this is what you're going to discover. You're going to discover new opportunities, ideas, new people. Okay? This is your reward. Okay? You have to stand your ground. Protect it. This is what that means. Protect and stand your ground. Okay? It says, there is something you want to fight for, yet you are choosing to hide instead. Create a boundary and speak up for what you believe in. Okay? Top of the deck, we have listen. Spirit is telling you to listen to that inner peace. Listen to your intuition so that you are able to make the choice, okay, with this warrior spirit, okay? Being relentless to commitments to challenges, approaches. It says relentless commitment to challenges, approaches in life, approaches life as a potential battle here to master your forceful nature. Sorry for the stumbling, but yes. So you're mastering all of these things that you had to release, okay? And mastering your self-love, mastering these lessons, because you always have lessons to learn. Even when you learn one lesson, there's going to be another lesson to learn when you learn after that, okay? Again, you're being called to ground and heal, right? So that you could tap into the self-love to create this new fresh start, which is going to expand your reward and recognition. And your reward and recognition will allow you to expand. Okay, take that how it resonates. It will expand your balance. You bringing this balance in for yourself. Again, because you have gone through solitude. Okay. No longer being stuck in fear. You have released those attachments, okay, and those judgments because you have gained wisdom. Because you realize that you were only lying to yourself, okay? You were betraying yourself and holding on to these attachments and burdens, okay? And telling yourself that you weren't able to start a fresh start, that you weren't able to gain self-love, that you weren't going to be able to gain some sort of reward and recognition. Okay, that was all lies that you were telling yourself. Those were illusions. Those were deceptions. Okay? But now you have stepped into this courageous heart to take and or make this choice, to take this chance, this leap of faith. Because again, you have listened to your soul's whispers. Okay? You listen to your deepest desires, okay? Because it's been guiding you to go towards your authentic path. Show your gratitude always, okay? You may need to reach out to your spiritual team, right? And this is why you're showing gratitude. Yeah, you may have needed to reach out to your spiritual team because it says that you've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help, so reach out to ask for support at this time. And you have reached out to your support team, and they definitely have done that. Your spiritual guides, because you are and or was being protected. Again, now you're following. Now you're following your passions. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, now you're following your passions. Okay, well, I'm going to end it here. So if this resonated with anyone in any way, shape, or form, I ask that you please like and or comment down below so that I know. And if you just happen to like the read, I ask that you please just like and or comment down below so that I know that I'll be greatly appreciative to that. And I will see you all in the next message in our reading. Ashe.